G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
Welcome to another episode of 4G Sports. Before we get into it, you know what I need you to do. Hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so every time we come up, premiere, or anything like that, you know. There it is. We're going to get a shirt with that, Doc. Hit that bell. We're going to have to get a shirt with that.
That'd be a nice shirt. That'd be a nice shirt. That'd be a nice.
That would be crazy. But first of all, let me just remind you, don't forget. Well, we kind of do it throughout the whole show, but don't forget, we will start this week airing on Tuesday. All right? So just a reminder. All right? So let's get into this. I'm your boy. I'm the OG.
I'm the king.
You know what it is. You got the Doc.
Yes, sir. All right, King, let's get it started in this week.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How about this first question? Should Antonio Brown be allowed to come back?
Yes. I mean, he is back. I mean, we see he signed with Tampa. What I am hopeful for is hopefully his agent or somebody close to him has acknowledged or got through to him that maybe he needs to get some help professionally because he's not all put together. You feel me? I think there's a couple pieces missing from that jigsaw puzzle up there. But he's been a football player his whole life. It happens. I think he's been banged around a little bit. But I'll tell you what, if you remember the chemistry he had even in that very short stint with Tom Brady and the Patriots, this is going to be now it's a Bruce Arians offense with Tom Brady. So I think he's going to go crazy the rest of the year. But yeah, he should be allowed for sure.
Well, I don't know if it's allowed or not. I mean, he's back, so it doesn't matter. It just shows the pull that Tom Brady has. You want to say the NFL, let's say Tom Brady's NFL. Because Bruce Arians came out at the beginning of the year and said, we are not interested. There's no way he's going to be part of this team. Don't say no way when you got Tom Brady on your team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But they are going all in for the Super Bowl. This is a bust. This is making a bust this year. You got three of the top. You're gonna have three of the top wide receivers. You got arguably three of the top 5, top 10 tight ends, and you got a running game, and you got a defense. Antonio Brown put him over the top. So yeah, that's it. Tom Brady got pulled. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah,
he does.
He does.
My opinion, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, being that he's already back already. I mean, how many chances do you need, bro? Dang, man, how many chances do you need? I hope they have in his contract. Please take your medication. Please take your meds, please.
Yeah.
Because how many chances? There's a lot of guys who got numerous of chances. Josh Gordon got a chance, or numerous chances. But when is enough is enough? If he messes up this year, he needs to be done. He needs to be really done. But I hope he gets his act together. He is a good wide receiver. Don't get me wrong. He will be a great asset to that roster. Another weapon with Mike Evans. Who's the other guy?
Godwin. Chris Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin. Yeah. Man, Tom Brady has weapons now. Man, it's gonna be they're gonna be dangerous. I hope he can just keep it together and please take your Ritalin, Depakote, whatever you taking to keep your mood stabilized. Please do so. And like the doctor said, I hope someone's in his corner, in his ear, telling him that, this might be your final stint, bro. Get it together so we can, make your career at least salvage what's left of it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I feel like if he it messes up again especially if it's the same way, because now we're talking about what? A trend, right? So
right.
I think at that point, he'll just become untouchable. Like nobody's gonna mess with him again.
He can't do anything.
If he couldn't be successful under Bill Belichick, and then again with Tom Brady, if he messes up, it's gonna be it. He's done with the league, or the league's done with him.
If he was smart after every game, if they lose, just walk right to your car and go home.
That's it.
You
don't even go to life.
No. And have somebody. You know how when you go somewhere and drink and you give your keys, he needs to just give somebody his phone so he can't get on Twitter, none of that stuff.
None of that. None.
But you know what? I think with it being taken away from him, and he saw what it could be like without football in his life, I'm hoping, I pray that he's learned his lesson. It's like a kid. Sometimes you gotta take stuff away from him for to realize you're not playing. So maybe this is the wake-up call he needed. I'm hoping it's the wake-up call he needed because he's a great wide receiver. But like you said, this is it. The last chance he got stops in Tampa.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. So moving on to kind of, the NBA. The NBA is over. Y'all's Lakers won the ship.
Yes, sir.
In the bubble where it don't count. And we and now they're gonna start the league off. We're gonna start the league off December 22nd. So obviously coming into that, we're gonna have the draft, right?
Right.
Many years we see that there's pretty much consensus number ones, like LeBron or Zion, or even when you're talking about the 1-2 with Ayton Doncic just a couple years ago. This year, to me, and I want to see what you guys think, is there a clear number one pick this year in the NBA draft?
I'm gonna tell you right now, with all this madness going on, I can't even tell you who's supposed to be the top 5 picks.
Yeah,
they have not promoted these kids whatsoever. I mean, at this point, you have to go off of what last year before his tape,
half a year,
half a year, and things change. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna throw my hands up on this one, fellas, because I have no idea who, or I guess if I had to just pick someone, it would be the cat coming out of Georgia. But other than that, I can't think anyone else that could be a number one pick. Yeah.
Not having college basketball and March Madness, it kind of took us all out the loop on who to look for and who to look out for. The only person I know is the guy from Georgia, obviously, and the Ball kid. I think the Ball kid will go because of the name and the hype behind his name. He is the crowd favorite right now. But like I said, without having college basketball last year or finishing off college basketball last year, I don't know either. I mean, I'm a college basketball fanatic, but when you lose touch like that, like for months, it's hard to get I don't know, man. Like you said, the promotion was absolutely horrible. I mean, you really hear about much of anything at all, except the Ball kid and the kid from Georgia. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, any other year, I would have a top 5 or possibly a top 10. I don't even have a top 3. Period. I don't.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm kind of there with you. I think LaMelo Ball has a little bit of an edge up because of the professional season he did overseas. He did 2 of them actually, but the most recent, he kind of has a little bit going against him. I think too because Lemon out, if you recall, and I mean he's been an okay pro, but not worthy of that number 2 pick that he was selected with. And then, they tried to hype up the other Ball brother, and he didn't even make a G League team. So it's going to be up to Melo's workouts. Yeah, for real. But I like Anthony Edwards out of Georgia. You were full for that.
I almost threw up.
Yeah. But I like Anthony Edwards.
Doc, hold on, Doc. You can't slide that in and don't think we're not going to react.
Oh,
I'm sorry. How you going to say the man didn't even make G League team?
hey, man, he didn't make the G League cut. Yeah, all that hype.
He was trash, man. Call it what it is. He was trash.
Talking about some. Get all three of my boys together. You're gonna win championships, man. Come on, get out of here with that.
Yeah,
I just think the ball name is.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think nobody wants that headache dealing with his dad. I can guarantee you. Lakers did it for a year and some change, and you saw what we did. First chance you got rid of it.
And if anybody's equipped to handle that, it would be an organization like the Lakers. But they were like, man, forget this. Like,
you can't
we're done.
You can't get on every radio show, sports show, talking about the front office like they don't know what they know.
That's it. So I like Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, like you gentlemen said. I like James Wiseman out of Memphis. I think he's a solid player. And I know they're talking about a couple of kids out of Europe. I can't pronounce their names, but there's a couple of those cats, and I think Doncic helps them. Right? I mean, because he's come through like crazy, you know. So that's kind of where I stand with it.
All right. Well, this is kind of funny to me because I live in Georgia. So this is. I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all first. Will Atlanta teams break the curse of blowing leads in games or a series? Now, before y'all get started, I kind of poked a couple of people here in Atlanta, and I'm going to give you their answers after this. So just have fun with this one, fellas.
All right.
Is me first? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's certain cities that have curses, man. This is what it is. Cleveland has one. You know, that's one. Phoenix is another one. I mean, I don't know, bro, man. Sometimes you gotta. The Falcons, they kind of stink. Kind of. You know what I'm saying? They got talent. Don't get me wrong. They got talent. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I tell you what, Atlanta to me is in a like a 5-syllable, 2-word constant state of permanent rebuild. Oh. They're in permanent rebuild. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Right? I mean, I don't know what, you know. Matty Ice blew that lead in the Super Bowl and can't get it together since then. Tom Brady got in his head or something. I don't know. But you know,
they got talent out there.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes those, like you said, those curse is probably a good word for it. 'Cause there's no reason they should even be blowing those kind of leads with that kind of talent.
No.
Especially when we're talking about like the Falcons, right? You got Matt Ryan's been a solid professional. He's been an MVP. He's a Hall of Famer. He's been in the Super Bowl, many Pro Bowls. You got Julio Jones. You got Calvin Ridley. You got Todd Gurley. I mean, and I guess they're not even really to blame because they're blowing leads, right? So their offense is getting the lead.
They're blowing leads.
Yeah. So the offense is doing their job, and the defense is like, oh, I guess we're on cruise control. So I'm going to say no. No, they're not.
All right. The reason this is a really funny question is because, you know, like I said, I live in Atlanta, so we see it week in, week out, year after year. You guys may just see the highlights and the scores and go, oh, it was a good game until you found out the Falcons are up 35-7 going to the fourth quarter. But I asked a couple of people, and the most interesting one was the Falcons will continue to be cursed until they do right by Mike Vick. And I had to think about that. And I really had to stop and think about that. And I said, well, he kind of did them wrong by not telling the truth. He said true, but how do you give a kicker his number? And I said, okay, but some teams don't retire numbers, but it's a kicker. I said, all right. The Braves were up 3-1 against the Dodgers.
Interesting.
How did you lose a 3-1 lead? Not 3-1 in a game. Not in a game. We're not talking about a game. We're talking about the overall series. You're up 3-1. How do you blow a 3-1 lead?
I know. Let's call Steph Curry and ask him.
Oh man, Doc is on a mission today.
On the
Fired.
Hey, Draymond likes to talk all that shit. Let's ask him how they lost the 3-1. You know,
Facts.
I do not think. I don't know what it's going to take, but I do know that Monday after the Super Bowl, after losing a 25-3 lead, 28-3 lead, the city was as quiet as I've ever heard a major city be.
Oh, yeah.
There was there was traffic the next day.
That's crazy.
So I just think Atlanta's done. I mean, basketball wise, we didn't even get on the Hawks. I think they're cursed, the Dominique curse. So I don't know. I would love for my Atlanta friends and anybody else that's a supporter of these Atlanta teams, hit us up in the comments and let us know, because I don't know what it is. I just think it's coaching and ownership all across the board.
Let me hold on real quick. Actually, there's two things. You brought up the Mike Vick thing. I'm glad you did, because that was one of the thoughts that came to my mind actually when we were looking at this question. Maybe not so much the kicker portion, but when a young Mike Vick was going through whatever he was going through, no matter what our feelings are on that situation that he put himself in, what we know is he obviously needed a little more support as a young man with all those millions that maybe didn't know how to not surround himself with the people that were surrounded with him. And this happened, and it was just boom, dropped, no help, like gone out of their lives. And shout out to Mike Vick for rebuilding himself after that. Really, I mean, I'm a Mike Vick fan. Like, so, I think that's a great, solid point, man. You're right. Think of a kicker, Vick's number. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Like, but you know, if anybody's gonna break the Atlanta curse, it'll be the Hawks, because I think Trae Young's the real deal. If they surround him with some more talent, he'll help pull that team out of the trenches.
Counterpoint.
Gotcha.
If you are 20, say anywhere from 19 to 25, single male, are you going to play professional sports in Atlanta?
Huh?
Think about it. Atlanta is the capital of strip clubs. Don't forget, Lou Williams almost didn't get back to playing in the bubble because he stopped by one for the Peppers.
He had to get some wings and some wangs.
Wangs.
So I think no matter what Atlanta does, that's their problem right there.
That's a good point.
No young cat
need to be out there.
Nothing needs to be here single.
Yeah.
But that kind of money and that kind of time.
It can't be no worse than LA or New York, right? Or Miami.
But Atlanta, see, those
I think it's different though.
That's a different type of party atmosphere.
It's still toxic atmosphere though.
Yeah.
But nothing is more toxic than strip clubs staying open till 5-6 in the morning.
Yeah. Them joints don't shut down. Them joints do not shut down.
You know what I mean? And if you that dude, they'll stay open all night for you.
Yeah, and they're just trying to go out. They're just trying to go out there and participate in them tip drills.
That's on a mission, and I'm telling you.
I'm not, look, Ken, I'm done talking. This is Doc's show today. I'm done.
He's on a mission.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the crazy pumpkins, man. I don't know. It's Halloween.
So we off topic now? Are we off topic?
Yeah.
All right, man. What are y'all thoughts about Tua getting a starting job in Miami?
I have mixed feelings on this because, for once, Miami's in the thick of the playoff race in that division, right? And Fitzpatrick's, Fitzmagic was happening. He was actually doing his thing. I mean, the only reason Tua even got in that game before he starting is because Fitz put him up by damn 3 touchdowns. And then Tua came in, threw 3 passes, handed the ball off a couple times. So the one side of me says, hey, we're in the playoff race. Let's keep it going. The other side of me does say, Fitz is obviously not the future of this franchise. Tua is. So let's get it. Let's jump into the future. But for me, if I was the coach and GM and we're in a playoff race, I'm making the playoffs and telling and saying, Tua, just sit back and chill for a year, because some of the greats have done that, right? We know Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years under Brett. And I think Brett Favre, even if we're going down the line there, Brett sat for a few years, So I think it's doing some good, really. Mahomes sat, for a year under Alex Smith. So I don't see any harm in that.
Well, I'm gonna just look at it from a veteran player standpoint. I'm walking to the coach's office and asking him. I'm just gonna sit there and look at him like this.
Yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
For real. This is what you decide to do, and this is the best time, the best chance we have to even probably sniff the division championship. And you want to start a rookie that we don't know. Yes, we've seen him in practice. Okay, it's impressive. We can't touch him in practice.
Yeah.
So we get down to crunch time. You're relying on this rookie instead of what is Fitz? 14, 15-year vet?
Yeah, something like 17, I think.
17 years?
Yeah.
He's seen more football than Tua can even draw up on a pixie stick. Why would you? I mean, what is it? You don't like the beard? What is it? Because the man is winning you games.
Yep.
I don't like this at all. I think it's really, he should say it. If we're not in the playoff race, start it.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
We're trying to get somewhere. Yo, bro, you got to be a co-pilot.
Yep.
You sit over there and learn, because this is my life. You messing with. I understand the coach is worried about his job and starting the whatever pick, the 5th pick. But as a veteran player, yo, bro, this might be my only shot. You can't mess us up starting to come on now. That's like being in college, starting a freshman over a senior. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
No matter how good this freshman is supposed to be, he hasn't seen nothing. He knows nothing about this level of ball yet. Nah. I think Dolphins have threw their season away.
We'll see. We done seen plenty of quarterbacks get benched over some flash moment from some rookie. It happens time and time again. Was it unfair to Fitzpatrick? I do believe so. It was kind of unfair in how they went about doing it, because Tua's not proven yet in NFL level, I may say. I don't know what happens behind closed doors. None of us do. We don't know if Fitz wants out or he felt the heat behind him in practice. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, if it's not broke, why mess with it? You know what I'm saying? He's winning games. Why mess with it? But we all knew that Fitz had a short leash, but he didn't even get a chance to have a short leash. If you think about it, he
He didn't get out of his car.
Now he didn't have a collar on. He was just doing what he had to do.
Right.
That's tough, man. But like I said, it can be pressure from fans, which there's no fans even watching the stand. So I don't know, man. That's tough. That's a tough one. I wish Tua the best. But you got to go out there. You got to prove it. You'll be right back on the sideline again, because that's gonna make Fitz much more hungry to get back on the field. Because he's one mistake away from being sat his ass down as well.
All right, now what you saying that does that mess with Tua's head?
It could, but you're a professional. That shouldn't matter.
But that's what I'm saying. You throwing him in the fire.
You chose to be a quarterback. You don't have to choose to take the good, the bad, the ugly. Y'all know you won. You won. You a couple of INTs away from getting your ass sat down. Period.
Or one
like,
not getting back.
Baker Mayfield got sat down last week. He got sat down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's starting this week. Okay, your leash is short, bro. And I've said that plenty of times. He's decent. He's not good. He's decent. Let them be in the top 5 to get a quarterback, and Baker Mayfield will be a distant memory. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, they just got the other part of it is we know Tua's coming off of surgery. He's got a dang gone geriatric hip, so they should probably let that heal for the whole season. So I mean, it's messed up. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's messed up.
I'm gonna pout.
So disrespectful.
I don't want to play with Doc no more.
I'm taking my ball and going home. My mama said
I'm going home.
I think I gotta get rid of this Phantom of the Opera hat, man. I'm out out here.
Whatever it is, we need to figure it out. Because
man,
prison, Doc, you would be in solitary confinement because you the staff half the unit.
solid.
You tap everybody real quick and you move.
Busted out the shit. Stick it moving, man. On that note, I'm gonna have to start getting us out of here, y'all, man.
Yeah, you done got us in this trap.
Yeah. We gotta thank you all for always having our back, for subscribing, for sharing our posts, for viewing when we're premiering. Keep sharing. You know what it is. You know what I always say. Hit that bell. You know what to do. Go vote. Hey, election day is coming. Go vote. I'm gonna sign off with a shout out. You know who I'm gonna shout out? I'm gonna shout out all those kids that may not even get Halloween this year. That's why I award is for you. I know a lot of cities are shutting it down and trying to figure something out for you kids with the pandemic. Try to keep your head up, man. This too shall pass. And happy Halloween to everybody out there. Shout out to all y'all.
Shout out to all the non-trick-or-treating asses that ain't gonna go trick-or-treating this year.
Yeah.
More candy for me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the family, friends, distant cousins. Love y'all, miss y'all. Hope to see y'all soon.
Oh, man. Well, first and foremost, shout out to the family. Shout out to the 4G family. G Doc got me in here coughing and choking. Oh, my God. I just want to shout out everyone that's been, and you know what? I do have a question. Could you trick-or-treat virtual?
Can you Uber trick-or-treat or like?
Right. So I'm saying, if I'm a kid, I'm thinking every way possible to trick-or-treat.
I'm gonna do Uber Eats for trick-or-treating.
I'm gonna rig up a string where I can just put a clothespin at my door, right? Put the candy on there. Get it out there to them.
Oh, God.
With some hand sanitizer.
Why did I
Yeah, don't get me going, you know.
All right, so as always, thank you for following and supporting the show. You can follow us, make comments, share our posts on all media platforms. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Like my father says, tweet,
Tweet.
and SoundCloud. If you have any comments, and please, Falcon fans, if you was even a fan, period, Please answer that question for us at Gmail at 4G Sports, Sports with the Z. Do you think the Atlanta Falcons, any team in Atlanta, will break the curse of losing leads in a game or a series? If you have your thoughts or whatever, please hit us up at 4G Sports at Gmail, because we'd love to hear it, and we'll talk about it as soon as we get your comments, all right?
And I want to give Teddy a shout out. Teddy and Kim for making this shirt. Check out the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thanks, Teddy. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate the shirt. Much love.
All right, we're gonna have to talk to Teddy, because Teddy got to slow down, because your head is getting big. We barely can get you on the screen. Your head is getting too big, bro. Too big.
He couldn't even get it through that shirt hole right there. See how it's all stressed out?
So like always, thank y'all again. But hey, 4Gs, we out.